Hey guys, Conscious Kurt here, co-host of Clash of Champions. And after the dog shit we were all subjected to this past Friday night on SmackDown, I could not wait until our next episode to say what I'm going to say right now. Anybody in their right mind can see that creatively, WWE has really fallen off ever since last year's WrestleMania. Hell, last year's WrestleMania, the build for it was very hot and cold, and in the end, it reflected in the show we got. And ever since then, ever since WrestleMania last year, the creative and the quality of the shows as a whole has just gradually gotten worse. And that, combined with how much money they're charging for these damn tickets, and not to mention their other shady business practices like promising WrestleMania this year initially to New Orleans, only to take it away and give it back to Vegas for a second straight year. A lot of these factors are the reason why WWE has lost a lot of goodwill with their audience, and rightfully so. But despite all these issues, I will be honest, the card for this year's WrestleMania on paper looks good. CM Punk and Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan. These matches have a lot of appeal to them. And one match I also was looking forward to, keyword was looking forward to, was Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. With the history those two have, and the fact that people have been dying to see this match ever since Cody came back to the company 4 years ago, this was a simple story they had right in their lap. It was a story that just told itself. And what did they proceed to do with one of their main events of WrestleMania that they did not have to do much with, but they could just do a simple story with that people would have still liked? What did they proceed to do? They proceeded to fuck it all up. And the way they chose to fuck it all up is by implementing, of all damn people, Pat McAfee into this storyline. Pat McAfee, who's been an announcer in WWE the last 5 years or so, who has a show on ESPN, and who, granted, has wrestled matches, but they were mid-card matches and mid-card storylines. Nobody in this damn world asked, pleaded, or begged for Pat McAfee to be involved in this storyline. And the fact that they implemented him into this storyline takes everything away from what made it appealing in the first place. Because now, it's not about Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton like it should be. It's about Cody Rhodes against Pat McAfee. And now they have Jelly Roll involved in this nonsense too. So yeah, they basically did everything in their power to make it not about the participants in the match, but the outside shenanigans and the outside bullshit. And I don't want to hear Triple H's bullshit or anybody else, Bruce Pritchard. I don't want to hear their bullshit about, oh, don't be a critic, just be a fan. Don't be a critic, just be a fan. Nah, son, we don't play that shit. We call out bullshit when we see it, and this is major league bullshit. I've said it before on my show. I've said it in any platform that I have, and I'll say it again here. WWE deserves credit for their good ideas, but they also deserve criticism for their bad ideas. And guess which one this one is? Because they made it now where I honestly don't even give a fuck about this match. This is one of the main events of WrestleMania, a match that was an appealing one that people have been dying to see for years, and they made everyone, myself included, just not give a fuck anymore. In 1 week, they proceeded to ruin one of the main events of WrestleMania to the point where people, honestly, myself included, like I just said, we don't even want to watch it. Honestly, I think I'm probably going to skip most of night one of WrestleMania now because of all this. And as a whole, I'll be honest about another point. This is the first time in a long time where we're this close to WrestleMania. We're 1 week away, and the excitement just isn't there. I hate to say that. It pains me to say that, but that's just the way I've been feeling this year. And I'm sure a lot of you, unfortunately, feel that same way too. And it's just a reflection of how bad the show has gotten over the last year. It's sad that we went from the highs of highs from 2023 and 2024 to the dog shit they're exposing us to now. Because I don't know if this was Ari Emanuel's idea. I don't know if it was Triple H's idea or if The Rock's like pulling strings or something to get this all done. But regardless, anybody who came up with this idea and anybody who approved of this idea and put it together, they all deserve to be slapped in the face. Because WWE has had a lot of creative fumbles ever since last year's WrestleMania. But this one right here, this one takes the cake. This one is the culmination of all those bad ideas, all those creative fumbles. And I've tried to be as patient as I can with WWE in this last year because I've noticed the flaws, I've noticed the cracks, but I still try to be patient, try to be understanding. But as the year has gone on and as time has gone on, they just constantly let me down. And they've constantly let all of us down. And for that, they deserve to be called out, they deserve to be criticized, and they deserve to be shitted on. And maybe there's still a chance that WrestleMania can still turn out great and all of this is for nothing and all that stuff. There's still a chance it could still turn out to be a great show despite the weird booking, the bullshit booking. But if it's not, then this is all a reflection of how bad they've fallen off. And the way it's looking now, it doesn't look like it's getting any better. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I'll get into this a lot more on the podcast this week, but WWE, as a fan, I say this with love, creatively and business-wise, please get your head out of your asses for your fans' sake and your own reputation's sake. Peace.